But first, ITV News has learned that after years of campaigning, facilities for disabled passengers flying into and out of the UK could soon be improved. It's understood the Civil Aviation Authority is to announce new guidelines for passengers with disabilities, both at airports and also on flights. Not before time, say disability campaigners, who've told us of a litany of allegations involving mistreatment of wheelchair users by airports and airline staff, like being kept waiting for hours to disembark or even being left stranded when wheelchairs are lost or damaged in transit. Our consumer editor Chris Choi reports.
It's an industry that's all about freedom of the open skies. But some air travellers feel that in the air, for them, there is no equality.
Unfortunately, on my flight, they didn't have an aisle chair on board.
Jennie Berry is a wheelchair user paralysed from the waist down. She made this video to highlight how she had to drag herself to the toilet.
I think when it comes to disabled people travelling, we're almost seen as like lower class citizens.
How it should be done. An aisle chair like this prevents such indignity. But many planes don't carry them and the law doesn't require it.
I said to the attendant, I said, do we think that this is acceptable, that disabled people have to go to the toilet like this because there isn't an aisle chair on board? She said disabled people should be wearing nappies.
Victoria Brignall was stranded on board a flight waiting for assistance to exit. She was left like this for an hour and 20 minutes.
And being stuck on the plane for that long, for an hour and a half, was really soul-destroying, really frustrating. And I got desperate. The ability to travel, like everybody else, is a basic right, a basic human right. At the moment, airlines and airports are not doing what they can to make sure we have a decent service.
There's been a string of similar incidents involving disabled people. A senior spokesperson for UK airports is Karen D.
Isn't there a sense of embarrassment, even shame in the airport sector?
As we had been shut down for 2 years during the pandemic, actually there were some real challenges. What we urge passengers to do is to make sure that they are in touch early with their airlines, notifying them of the kinds of support and assistance that they require.
But that won't stop them being left on an aircraft for hours. I mean, just the fact that you've told the airport you're going to arrive, it doesn't mean to say that you're immune from that kind of issue.
But the earlier notification that we have about the individual's needs, the better we're able to then provide it.
There's a couple of my colleagues here that will take you through, OK?
Whether it's special equipment or extra support, passengers with reduced mobility or a disability are legally entitled to help. Things can be done well. Here at East Midlands Airport, facilities were praised by the Civil Aviation Authority, but all too often, parts of the aviation industry are badly letting down disabled passengers. Now, a new campaign is demanding action.
So we need to release them, but we need to pull out.
When this wheelchair was damaged during a flight, the campaign for change got a high-profile boost.
We have to see change in this. This is just, I can't speak, I'm really shaken.
The passenger was TV presenter Sophie Morgan.
Please can somebody tell me why is it that we cannot travel in our chairs? And the argument about space and cost and safety, sometimes it goes right. It feels too much of a risk. It feels too much like, I don't think I can tolerate this abuse today. I don't think I can do it. And as a result, what we're seeing is countless numbers of people not flying. I've been scared when I've seen someone breaking my wheelchair right in front of me. I've been scared when I've been left on board. I've been scared when I've been told you can't go to the toilet.
The Civil Aviation Authority has spoken exclusively to us about its new plans to more closely monitor the sector's performance on accessibility.
There were some absolutely unacceptable experiences for disabled and less mobile passengers. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to launch a consultation on an airline accessibility framework, a consistent approach to helping people get priority when they board the aeroplane. So disabled and less mobile passengers making sure they can get on the plane first, that they can get comfortable on the aeroplane. Secondly, that if they need assistance with using the toilet, that they are helped to do that.
The Department for Transport declined our interview request, but is set to announce its policy on increasing enforcement of aviation standards. Many of the passengers worst affected want something more fundamental.
We're calling on systemic change. It needs to be redesigned, rethought, because the systems as it stands is just not working.
The message is clear. If images like these don't jolt the aviation industry into change, it's about time they did. Chris Choi, ITV News.